rebooted. Bangernomics, rebooted.
Hello and welcome to another Bangertorial. I keep calling them Bangertorials, but no, what it is, it's Bangernomics in the command centre. The centre is spelt American, by the way. But thanks for turning up, much appreciated. And yeah, the point today is that 3 is the magic number. The best car that you can ever buy, ever. It's a BMW 3 Series. It's just so obvious. And I'll have an argument or a fight with anyone who says otherwise, really. But the point is, this relates to something that I've written, and it's on a Substack thing, but I've also put it on Free Car Mag. I write something every week just about the car market or whatever. But it was the fact that, point one is it's 50 years of the 3 Series, which is great news, really, isn't it? It's been around for 50 years, changing our lives, being very good. And also, BMW celebrated the fact that it's been around for 50 years. What I liked is one of the pictures they had, and there are 3 models outside a sort of swanky Bavarian residence. And what BMW have done, they've admitted that these are the 3 best 3 Series. So not only is the 3 Series the best car that you can buy, but here are the 3 best incarnations, and I can't disagree with what they have. Parked outside this wonderful bijou chalet type place, which I've put on the cover of an article I've written, which you can also go and read and look at the used cars that I picked in relation to it. So the first model they have in the picture is an E21, which is a fabulous car. It was a great debut at the time, came out in 1975. Where I'm sitting is where my one used to be parked until a couple of years ago, and then rust took over, because they do. It wasn't tragically bad, but I just couldn't afford the time to muck about with it, so it had to go. But E21's great. I was around when to even sell some of them, not when they were brand new. They'd just gone out when I was able to sell them. But they were fabulous little cars. They were lightweight. That meant they were quite tricky, really, quite tricky around a wet roundabout anyway. But they were very classy little cars, very solid, and just lovely to drive. Just classy little things. I must point out, people, that these were, and still are, the survivors, are saloons. They're sporting saloons. They're gentlemen saloons. They're not coupes. That's how they were built. You've got a boot, 2 doors, and sort of an upright body. And it's a lovely, lovely, stylish and classy saloon. And it's hard to think anything would be better than that, especially when it came with a 6-cylinder engine as well. Lots of power, enough power anyway for the time. And it was just a very, very well put together car. Very straightforward range, really. You did have the Bauer convertible as well, with the hoop running over the top. You got those, but basically it was the saloons, and the 323i was great. There are Alpina versions as well, Schnitzer versions, and all sorts of other lovely things. But they were awful lot of fun. And then after that, you had the E30 arrived after that one, and it was the E21, but more so. It was more solid, it was more grown up, and they built more of a range out of it, so it wasn't just a 2-door saloon. The 4-door came pretty quickly. There was another Bauer convertible, and then there was a full convertible, and then they had really exciting stuff, like the motorsport versions, which was great, wasn't it? That was pretty much the best 3 Series ever. Again, rust would get them, but they were great cars, and I was lucky enough to sell them. So that's where I came in, really, selling a lot of those, as well as the E21s. And then finally, in that picture, there is the E46. I bought one of those earlier this year. which is just outside. But it's not just outside. I've lent it to a neighbour who's got a sick cat, so he needed to go to the vets, and he's taken it away. So if I stop and go away, it's because the car's come back. But there you go, E46, a return to form. What we've missed out there is the E36. And that's something that happened to the German car industry. Around that time, the bean counters arrived in the late 80s, and they sort of said, oh, well, you know, you're building cars far too solidly. They last far too long. We're wasting money. We can charge the same amount and just, you know, cut a few corners. Mercedes did it with the C-Class because the 190 was far too well built. BMW did it with 3 Series and sort of cut corners. And Volkswagen did it actually with the Mark III Golf, which wasn't as great as the Mark II. And yeah, they had to bring things back with the Mark IV. So that's what happened there. So yeah, we misarranged, but the E46 was great. It was the last of the really pretty ones. They're just sort of stunning looking cars, very solid, very, very modern. And that's even though, yeah, I mean, those cars are, you know, 25 years old plus now. They're, you know, they're late 90s cars. But they're fabulous. So yeah, we've got the 1, 2, 3 of the great 3 Series. And if you read the feature, link in the description at some point, there will be some used cars that I found. And actually, I found an E36 320. 1,300 quid, which has been used as like a spare car. And that was actually quite fabulous. I would go and buy that. That was the danger I had about looking into this and writing this, because if I see these, I just think, oh, I should go and get one of those, shouldn't I? Or buy one again. I regret, obviously, every BMW that I've had that I've sold. I had a lovely E30 Touring for a while, which was great, but never mind. The world is full of 3 Series, but you've just got to pick them nicely. E90s are okay. Got some relatives who have those, and they sort of swear by them. So yeah, as long as you don't pick the engine that explodes, the 2-litre diesel, you're usually fine. But yeah, the BMW 3 Series is, you know, pretty much the best car ever made. But the specific, if we're going to go E numbers, is E21, E30, and E46 are the best ones that you will ever buy. And yeah, if you want to have an argument or a fight, join the comments and tell me why I'm wrong, because I could be wrong. I'm wrong about most things. Thank you very much for watching. Much appreciated you coming along, and see you soon. Bye-bye.